And so if that is you, maybe you're able to really use your gifts to tell stories that really help a brand or help a person or help a business. And in the long run, that becomes your business. What is up, artists and movers? Welcome back to my channel where we are taking our love for dance to the next level. And welcome to another dance entrepreneur tips video. If you have been around my channel for a while, then you know that I love to talk about dance entrepreneurship and dance business. And that's because really in this age that we live in now, if you are deciding to be a professional creative, then essentially you're deciding to be an entrepreneur. And unfortunately, a lot of college dance programs or dance training programs don't really give people the entrepreneurial tools to actually create a career that is the best fit for them and that uses their unique gifts. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what I consider to be the 4 different business personality types, with the hope that you'll see yourself in one of these different 4 personalities and that you can really use that as a guide to helping you create a dance business or create an offering that really uses your specific gifts. And of course, if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. I have tons of dance content on my channel and an entire dance entrepreneur tips playlist on my channel as well. So if you want to go through that entire playlist, maybe check out some stretches while you're there, my choreography, then go ahead and subscribe and let's jump into this video. The first business personality type is the educator. This is someone who is really good at taking broader concepts and breaking them down into smaller, concrete, and more understandable bits. I consider myself to be an educator, and that's kind of what I do here on this channel. Whether if it's when you're watching a stretch video, I like to really show the anatomy of the body part that we're stretching, or if it's here watching an entrepreneurship video. And I get to really flex my educator muscles in the Dancers Moved by More Club, where I give dancers the tools to clarify their personal brands and create the foundation for businesses that align with their own values and sense of integrity. If you are a natural-born educator and have the educator gift, then some things that you might hear from other people could be, oh wow, I've never thought of it that way before. Or I've heard this so many times, but it makes much more sense when you say it. And so this shows that you have a natural knack for really explaining things, and to an extent, that's what people come to you for. And there are so many of these teacher types right here on YouTube, which has made it such a successful search engine. And so if I'm looking to learn how to do my makeup a certain way, I go to Jackie Aina. Or if I'm learning to really understand something about politics, I go to Julesy. And so these are people who have really shown that they are educators in their field. And at the end of watching their video, I've learned something. And so teaching doesn't have to happen in a classroom, or it doesn't have to happen in a studio. It could just be finding a way that you can use your social platforms to teach people new things that make you the go-to person for that. And so in the long run, that'll only help you be known for that subject and build authority and possibly build an entire business off of it. So having the educator gift is really, really lucrative, honestly. And I read a study that said that online education and different forms of education outside of college and university education is actually going to be an industry that is increasing rapidly and exponentially in the next couple of years. And so if you're a really good educator, get on that. Figure out a way that you can use that gift and reach more people and build a career that you'll actually love. The second business personality type is the conversation starter, or the activist. Now, this is someone who naturally has the gift of gab. They're really good at talking to people, really good at getting people to open up, and really good at getting people to share parts of the human experience and doing it in their own unique way. And so some may use a more comedic tone, while others use a more serious tone. But at the end of the day, they've gotten the conversation started and they've gotten the person to open up. And so this is honestly why I love David Letterman. He originally started as this comic, but he's become known for really starting conversation with people who a lot of people don't understand, often celebrities. And so another person who could be in this conversationalist personality type is Oprah. She's really good at getting people to talk, and that's her job. It's literally her job to talk to people and to get them to open up to her. Another good conversationalist could be Charlemagne the God. He has a very different approach, but he also creates conversation and pop culture that gets people talking and really analyzing different social issues. And so this is not only a person who is great to be around, but this is the kind of person who ends up turning into a really great activist and ends up really bringing attention to issues that people either don't know about or don't want to think about. They make difficult topics more palpable, and at the end of the day, they play a really valuable role in making sure that we as a society are continuing to progress forward. And so maybe you see yourself in the conversation starter and activist role. Maybe you are really good at being funny, and being funny is what gets people to open up to you. Or maybe you're really, really caring and compassionate, and so having that skill makes people want to open up to you. And in turn, when it comes to creating a full-blown business and really expanding it beyond, just their subject matter, they're able to write books, start podcasts, start talk shows, and really build a business for themselves that's based off of their gift, which is talking. When it comes to dance, maybe you are a really great dancer, but maybe you also see some things about the industry or maybe a studio setting that you want to change. And so for some people, it's been bringing a lot of awareness toward sexual exploitation of young dancers. And I've also seen a lot of people start conversation about cultural appropriation. So there's so many different things to tap into if that is an area that is your gift, if talking is your gift and bringing awareness is something that you want to do. And if you find a cause that you're really passionate about, you can really start to build the foundation to creating a dance business that you actually love. The third personality type is the storyteller. These are people who are great at telling stories through their chosen medium, and they're really good at taking people to a specific moment in time and creating things from their mind. And so these are going to be your directors. These are going to be your creative directors and your choreographers, people who are able to take nothing and turn it into something. And so for me, a great example of this would be Issa Rae or Donald Glover. Issa Rae is one of my personal icons because I remember her from back in her awkward black girl days, but she was able to get an entire show on HBO that she stars in and directs because she was able to really tell a story with what she had. And so that showed that she had true creativity. It's really easy to make something when you have all of the things, but when you have very little and can still tell a story, it shows that that's truly your gift. And so the same thing with Donald Glover and his movies and his acting. Although all dancers I would consider to be creative people, these are the people that I consider to be creatives. These are people who really thrive off of constantly making and telling stories or making choreography, and they love the creative process in that way. So if that is you, maybe you are a really great choreographer or have what it takes to make a really great choreographer. Or maybe you are really good at directing and would love to direct more things in your hometown. You can direct ads for different local companies and stuff like that. People don't realize that all of these things happen on a smaller scale as well. And so if that is you, maybe you're able to really use your gifts to tell stories that really help a brand or help a person or help a business. And in the long run, that becomes your business. And the fourth and final business personality type is the producer. Now, this isn't like the producer that I talked about as far as the storyteller and creator. This is a producer, meaning someone who is really good at making things with their hands, like people who really thrive in tactile environments that make you good at producing something that people can actually touch and feel. So some producers are people who are really good at doing hair. They're really good at doing different braiding patterns and different braiding styles and different weaving styles, and they do it at a level that often a lot of people can't. And so often people who are these producers have tactile skills that they maybe use on side hustles, and eventually that could turn into their real job. And so for dancers, maybe you're a really good seamstress and you're really good at making costumes for performances. Or maybe you have an idea for a physical product that you want to offer the world. And that's kind of where my idea for motion prep came from. I thought of a product that I didn't see, and I found a way to make it so that people can purchase that tangible thing. So think about the things that you're good at. Are you good at making things? Do you make it at a higher level or of a higher quality than other people do? This could also be for your art. If you're really good at photography or painting, these are also tactile skills. They use your hands, and you're able to make a physical product in the end of it. So if being a producer is your skill, there are definitely ways for you to combine that with your love for dance in order for you to actually create a business that you enjoy doing. And that is it, you guys. Those are my 4 different business personality types. If you're anything like me, then maybe you see yourself in more than one of them. I know that I have aspects of myself in every single one of these personality types, but the educator is the one that I lead with, and then all of the other things in my dance business kind of lead to me getting to do those other things that I'm also good at. But what is your gift? Let me know in the comments down below which was your personality type, and if you have an idea on how you can use that to enhance or create your own dance business, let me know that as well down below. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video next weekend. Later.